There we go. Greetings, everybody. Welcome to a Tuesday night live stream. 2 nights in a row. What will we do? I am working on a special project today. I'm actually working on rooms for a mod called EightyOne. EightyOne, hey Ferg, is a mod by... Yeah, it's good. Oh, whatever. Music's still a little loud, but whatever. EightyOne's a mod by AtomicBlom. Really awesome mod developer, very creative. And in general, let's see. This is a vanilla client, despite the fact that you see all this stuff above me. JEI and whatnot. Basically, it's what I call Vanilla Plus. It's vanilla with just a couple of mods to help find blocks and organize stuff. That's it. There's nothing extra. There's no decorative blocks. This is going to be purely vanilla is what I'm going to do tonight. And might get a little boring. Don't know. We'll see. I don't know if I should try... But hang on just a second here. I'm going to try the client because the pretzel client is not quite as loud. Give me a second. Here it is. Hooray! Okay, I'm doing things a little bit differently. I am not live streaming to YouTube tonight. It is only there we go. That's the opposite. That's too quiet. I'm doing some building for this mod that's basically by AtomicBlom. It's an extra dimension thing. It's not top secret. He has been talking about it, but it's basically a dimension that you go into. It will have 9x9 rooms filled and auto-generated like a maze. You might have some rooms that have 4 exits. You might have some rooms that will have 2 exits. And it will automatically cross-connect and line things up and generate as the players walk through them. And he needs content for those rooms. Libraries, enchanting rooms, you know, blacksmitheries and stuff like this. So many people. Yeah, we got Fergcraft, we've got Kugas and Nightmare Infinity. And, oh, there's Pirate of Old. Hello, Doty Mims. Yeah, Nightmare Infinity, I'm glad you could make a stream. That's very awesome. Okay, so what we need is... What did I put up? I don't think I did. Probably an automatic way to auto-generate these, but whatever. I do have Schematica loaded in. I did not bother to actually have time to experiment with it and look at it. So, yeah. Okay, that's a 9x9. Awesome. Cube meets the house from 13 Ghosts. Kinda? Yeah. Some rooms might be lit very well. Others might not be. Like, I can define, let's see, it's going to be 2, 3. The doors are 3x3. Which means that's what a doorway would look like. And then if I wanted to make another, like an exit over here. And then so this might be an L-shaped room, like that, a corner room. What I'm going to do, I got to remember if I can do this properly. Let's start off with enchanting room 1. Oh, wait a minute. No. This needs to be set to, yeah, save mode. Enchanting room 1. Okay. Done. And then we're going to come over here. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to put another one of these. These are blocks that are vanilla blocks, believe it or not. But they do not, you cannot get them via creative. You have to give them to yourself via the /give command. So yeah. And then this is going to be corner mode. There we go. Enchanting room 1. Done. Which means now, if I come over here, I'm going to do... There we go. Okay, so I'm hoping you can see this. There is a line right there. You see that white line? There is a box. And inside this box is the inside of the room, basically. This is the inside of a 9x9. Now, if I wanted to, I could move these out a little bit, but I'm going to start... I could move it out one and down one to capture the floor as well, but I'm going to start simple. We're gonna try and keep things a little easier. Yeah, structure blocks are pretty cool, says Nightmare Infinity. I've never messed with them before. This is a new thing for me. Black Knight to you says, yep, can't see. Awesome. I am direct streaming to Mixer. Normally, when I live stream, I go to a service called Restream.io, and it splits it off to Mixer and YouTube. I'm not doing that this evening because I've been having some problems with it in the back end, so I wanted to see how many problems it's causing, Restream. And I'm streaming direct to Mixer tonight. I will get this and re-upload it to YouTube later as a video on demand. So if you're watching this later on YouTube, hi. But yeah, so this is going to be the interior of our box. And I'm going to do... Let's get some stones. Stone stairs. And how about... stone slabs. And then I'm going to need some bookshelves. And basically what I will do... Nope, not even close. Ah. Okay. I need one of those. This is going to be tight. But I have no other ideas on how to lay this out. Let's see. Can't remember. Get rid of those. I need a sword or something. Ooh, gold. Gold is highly enchantable. Okay, so 6. Does this work if I... Am I going to need to get some I'm going to need to get some ladders. I'm not sure that's working. Nah, I don't think this is going to be an option. Oh, well. Actually, let's get a little fancy. And let's get these. Hurting with Vaygrim says, yeah, does Restream support FTL? No, it does not. That's one problem. YouTube has even had an update to their services to have a quicker turnaround time of like 4 or 5 seconds, as opposed to the normal latency of like 30 seconds. Restream doesn't support that either. And there's Atomic. What's going on, Atomic? Send particles when close enough to the table. Yeah, I think it is. I also think the half slab is blocking it. which is a whole other problem. So if I do this... Yep, see, there you go. There's the particles. I can't remember how high it checks. Nope, that's wrong. It's going to be a tight room, but I mean, really, when it gets to 9x9s and vanilla building, it's going to be tight. Okay, so now if I walk up here, and I do this 30 levels. Magnifique. See if you look right here. I don't even have to put that in there. Efficiency? Get an efficiency shovel. 8 levels, 13. It only uses 3, but it's checking against level 30 buffs. Okay, that's awesome. So that does work. Ooh, Preacher's here somewhere. Where's Preacher? Where's Preacher? There's Preacher. Been a while since I've done enchanting tables. All I know is that putting enchanting tables on sheep makes them a royal pain in the butt to get maximum enchanting. Yes, exactly. Okay, I gotta look. And then I want to get... I think it's a fence post. Ooh, dark oak fence post. There we go. So that will be holding from a proverbial ceiling. I don't think it's blocking anything. Let's find out. Level 30. There we go. So what we have now is a little bit. You're going to step up. I think I'm actually just going to do the one. Actually, maybe I don't need to. Yeah, I don't need to. Keep it simple. There we go. So now we've got this. There will be a ceiling right on top of this. Hey, Dragon Racer, what's happening? So basically, this is going to be the interior of a room. Now, if I understand how this works, I might not. I have this set as Enchanting Room 1. Probably should open up. A wee little explorer window. Give me just a second here, folks. Let's go to... Yep, okay, so I'll go over here. And I'm going to do... Yep. Okay, Enchanting Room 1, _NBT. I got it figured out. Dark Bridger says, getting fancy, huh, boss? Actually, here's the thing that I'm thinking about. And Blom, feel free to correct me. I'm actually gonna do... I do not see why this couldn't be a 4-way. I may as well. I'm just building the markers for the doors. Blom says he's gonna sort it out himself. Like by hand. Sorry for the man, but whatever. 3, which means that should be there. The way I'm looking at it is AtomicBlom is making a adventuring dimension. That's the eyes through which I'm perceiving it. So if I was an adventurer, walk through here, and I would be greeted by, actually, I could probably be in one room looking through, and I would see the other room there. Oh, enchanting. Now you're going to think, okay, I could either leave it here and mark it and come back to it later, or tear down all the books, take everything in the room, and loot it back to you. But that's the thing, you're going to be making a lot of trips if you do that. So I'm trying to think of it from the perspective of, people might want to be clearing everything in the room and taking it back to them. Taking it back to their base. They might be, have some automated mod that they can dump stuff into, and it'll get sent to a chest like you can do with RF tools. Send to a container in the overworld, where it'll get sucked into your AE2 system, you know? This is Lulz. Blom doesn't trust you. He trusts me. As a matter of fact, he showed me how to do trap floors. So we're going to get into that before the end of the stream. There will be some trap floors. Yes, yes, there will. That guy has a stutter. Funny bird. Heckle the hecklers. Yeah, ender chest and an ender pouch. Actually, you can't do it with an ender chest. A vanilla ender chest. Well, there is no ender pouch for an ender chest. Yes. If you use like chicken chunks or whatever version of the ender pouches and the ender chests, yeah, you could. You could do that, put a hopper, dump stuff in there, and get it sucked out into a storage system like RF Tools, your AE2. So I figured you would have your basically send things back home and organize it pouch. And you would go into a room, oh, this looks important, clear it all out, stick it in there after you kill the monsters. Which means, of course, we're going to have a light source here. Do I want to light up, like put a torch here? Or put torches here? Actually, no. I'm trying to make some of these rooms good and some of these rooms bad from the purposes of light levels. You want bad things spawning. That's the whole point of being a dungeon master. Wait a minute. Ferg beat you to the banhammer, Dark Preacher? Yeah, not the vanilla, but the modded one. Yeah, I forgot. I'm so used to modded, I forget there's no pouch for the vanilla. Yes. Road Rager Roadkill. I'm deliberately not including light as a part of the room outline generation. What do you mean by that, Blom? Darkish Window 90. Thank you very much for the follow. Wow, the turnaround time. I'm seeing myself in the FTL window, and it's like a second, maybe, delay. It's really weird. I've never used FTL on Mixer before. Yeah, FTL is amazing. One of the most common room templates will be just an empty room with torches. Okay. The rooms, however, will have roof sunlights. Okay. But that means there's going to be a day-night cycle, which means if you go in during the night cycle and there's some rooms that don't have any illumination in and of themselves, they'll be dark rooms, right? Yeah. That also means that I cannot put any stuff here in a 2x2 grid or 2x2 grid because that would block the roofs. Now, or the sunlights. Yeah. Ethiopian dark roast coffee. I love that coffee. Okay, that one's basically done. That is me getting a handle on things and getting used to the system. So now, because I'm a derp, I'm not going to reuse the platform. I'm going to make a new one. And this one is easier to do that. I should have put a wand mod in here, like not enough wands or something, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to do anything that would add world gen, if just in case I have to actually send this to Mr. Blom. Okay, so here's the cool thing. I prepared for this. Load. Hey, blank inventory. I'm going to put this there. Yes. This is actually going to be... I'm going to try something different. Actually, no. I'm going to put it right there. Now what I'm going to do, I'm not crazy. Wait, I just blanked out. This is going to be... corner Rooms from Mod AtomicBlom is making, yeah. Hey, Hansi, what's going on? You can manually add those sunroofs yourself, and we'll set the room to not generate a roof, so the roof is included. Okay, that's good. Limit to structure blocks is 32 by 32 to 32, so you can't go more than 32 blocks high. Yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to go more than like 15. Maybe 20. So yeah. But they are based off of Direwolf's 9x9s. I blanked out. I was going to do... We're going to get some grass blocks. What? Grass blocks? Yes, grass blocks. And I'm going to get this. I might lower that. We'll see. I did just do this in stone, and then I'm redoing it in grass. I know. I'm smart. See, this is where I could have a swap wand or something like that, but I just wanted to keep everything, like, in the world vanilla. So, I'll do it the old-fashioned way. It's okay. There's probably a command for this. Goes real fast if you're not whiny. There we go. And it should be somewhere right about there. Let's get some bone meal up in here. I'm gonna... Oh, wait a minute. No. I want to do... the torch trick. Let's see how big this is gonna be. Our preacher taught me this. Okay, that's gonna be a tad much. Actually, I don't care if it hits the wall. I don't want it to go through the wall. Okay, awesome. Do this. And see, now I can lower the roof on this if I want to. I can bring this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think it's gonna be perfect. Tree room 1, done. Oak tree room 1. Oh, it's data. Duh. Aha! There we go. Mr. Blom said that he was going to make auto-detectable roof heights. Atomic should get with McJitty and have me creeps build the entire dimension. That sounds horrible. I started on this before me creeps were announced. It's probably illogical, though. Yeah. Or illegal, yeah. Unbelievable. Learned that from Vintage Beef video like 5 years ago. Old trick. Yeah, I'd never heard of that trick before. The three blocks high with the torch is a great way to get a really nice tall tree. Young Centaur asks, do you know AC/DC? You mean like the voltage? Electrical currents? Yes, it's banned. And Malcolm Young died last week, which sucks. But no, I'm not going to play any AC/DC. Sorry. Go elsewhere if you have song requests. Please. Otherwise, watch and enjoy. Okay, so I had to do this because now you'll see there's a line down here below. I had to capture the grass. Otherwise, this would have been a tree sticking out of a stone floor. which I think would look goofy. Fun thing, if anybody misfires with a shovel, because shovels are so fast, they will create a gaping hole in here really quick. See? Let's see. I'm going to do that and that. Keep that for the time being. If we wanted to, we can make this... Actually, you know what I'm going to do? He's got different kinds of rooms that he is doing, different orientations. I'm going to do a straight through. Yeah. Now, if we wanted to get wacky, we could put a walkway up here, but he's doing... Okay, so the default room size is going to be a 9 by 9 that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks tall on the inside. I figured most of my rooms would be that, or 10 or 15. Work in increments of 5. That way, it's easier for me to do walkways, or if I'm doing basements, he said he was going to support basements, we could do walkways down, or ladders down in a corner, to a basement that was 9 by 9 by 5. I should add invisible pressure plates or something. Not a bad idea, honestly. So, okay. Dragon Racer's hosting me. Thank you very much, Dragon Racer. I appreciate it. So now, I'm going to go to... Bring up this window, and this should be... Yep, there we go. Oak Tree, Room 1. Okay, awesome. Go over here. This is the wonderful thing about these. You can space them out. Pretty easily. Actually, let's do it this way. Okay. Now I'm going to see him kind of set up over here. We'll just make this a 5 tall. 2, 4, 5. And we're going to do corner. Gravel trap 1. Ah! Here we go. Now, here's the fun part. Okay, don't actually need those. Actually, let's do this. Keep it a little entertaining. And I think there's a way that I can use void markers to something yada yada. I'm not gonna worry about it right now. I'll just do it this way. I'm gonna do that. Yay. Hello, $16. I get it. You're here. I see you. Hush, or you'll get kick banned now. Yep, I was about to say. Believe it or not, AC/DC was an actual electrical current type. Had to do with voltage before there was a band. Look it up, idiot. Okay. I'm gonna do... Let's make it decorative. Oh, I don't know why I did that. Get that. It'll look interesting. Actually, wait a minute. Better. Chiseled quartz block. Make it look nice. Could put something in there, but I'm going to let Blom worry about that later. So now we get this. Okay. You're going to say to yourself, but Vaygrim, that gravel is perfectly safe. That's the thing. When we actually generate this room, this is not going to be here. This whole layer will be gone, which means it will spawn in with a steady layer of gravel, and that gravel will collapse. Now, we were true jerks. That's basically what it'll do when somebody walks over it. We really want to be jerkbags. Let's be evil. Over here. Nah. Whoops. Yeah, see, Mr. Blom probably shouldn't have shown me how to actually do the traps. I'm going to have some fun with that. Okay, now. Whoopsie, missed one. The void eats it. Nom, 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 nom. That's a room. Blom says, good question. I wonder how you add chests to its structures. Craftsman, thank you very much for the follow. Put string on top of the gravel. It will fall when somebody walks on the string. Oh, good idea, Nightmare. Here we go. Let's get real hardcore. Ring. So we do this. Whoops. I think I doubled up there somewhere. I'm not sure. Anyway. And then doot. Whoop. We'll make this one a 4-way. Nope, that's the wrong block. I want these to be readily obvious to Blom. I'm putting the archways in so he knows, oh, that's a 4-way intersection. I don't want him to have to guess. Like this one I want specifically is a straight through. I don't think it should be a 4-way. Yeah, I'm not going to light that one up. Okay. Do it in front of the doorway? Make people jump over it? I could. But I mean, they're going to be able to see that there are no hooks. It's not like it's going to hide. You're going to see that this isn't getting hooked into anything. Plus, most people will probably just come charging in here, or they might see this. But I want them to have to stop and think and walk around and... Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna do that. Structure saved is gravel trap 1. One room. I don't know why I did that. One thing about a 9x9, you can tell real quick if your measurements are off. Okay. 30 minutes, 3 rooms. Not bad. Not bad. Ideally, they should be loot table based. Yes. Guilty of randomly charging, says Berg. Yeah, I've seen it. Just remember that those arches are outside the structure, so I won't be able to see them when I copy that out of the... Oh, how do I... Are you going to know? Tell you what, hang on a second. That's a good point. It's only saving the inside of the room, which means you won't see the archway. Oh, dear. Gonna eyeball it. Okay. I can start saving the outside walls, though. But, okay. Reset. Yep. I'm gonna do another tree room, I think. And yeah, let's do a different kind of a tree room. Yeah, I figure some of these rooms you can, if you have more straight throughs or more four-ways than you use straight throughs and you need more straight throughs, you could just, you know, define some of these as a straight through room. I think most of the ways that I'm going to build things would be obvious, but I'm going to do a different kind of tree. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hey, you know, think that's gonna work? We'll see. I'm gonna do what did I call this one? Yeah, oak tree room 1. Okay. Yeah, place a block inside the structure next to the doorway. I would place a fake booby-trapped room just to freak people out. Put tripwires that connect to things, but don't do anything. Make a heap of redstone contraptions at the floor. Yeah. I think this is gonna be a quarter. I think. Ah! Okay. So let's get us a torch. And let's do spruce. Spruce. The lodge. Okay. Nope. I'm gonna try that. Let's see if it works on the spruce. Hang on a second. Here's bone meal. Doesn't work with all tree types. We'll do this. Yep. Yeah, it's a nice big one. But it's not huge. And I figured we could do, you know, you could have one that was a one of each kind that just had the tree. This is one of the reasons why I asked how tall the room's going to be. Could we have double height or triple height? And he said, well, I can make it auto detect. Blom did. So I figured we could have some rooms that had, you know, trees. So if you were using this is like, let's say you were trying to make a playthrough of just living in the 9x9 dimension. I thought that'd be interesting. Berg says, oh, a gravel fall room. That's what this is. Berg could do the whole floor as gravel. Sure. That's why I did Gravel Trap 1. Yeah. I think that one's good. Why are there two save buttons, Blom? Do we know? I think that's a little weird. Okay. Let's have some fun with the gravel concept.
Who did this? Who the freak ate my snack pack?
A roof of gravel. Ooh. You know what? Yeah. Gravel trap 2. Gonna see who's gonna run headlong into this room. Yep. No. Corner. Awesome. This one can be dead end or whatever. We're just going for broke. This is total troll mode. Man, this stuff's hard to see, but that's probably a good thing. Yeah, crop rooms. Yes, I'm going to do a crop room. Oh, right. That's the save. Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, this is save mode, right to file. This is the actual save. Yeah, I have been saving with this one. Because I remember you said in your video, this is the actual button to save to file. I've been visually confirming that. And yes, I do want to do a room that's got some crops in it. I figure we could do a little farm, but I'm probably going to do it stood up. Like an upstanding farm. Opposed to a low down and dirty farm. Like a crop bed, you know? Yeah. Okay. This is just me being mean. Also, I want to show real quick, and this is another thing that Mr. Blom showed me. Show invisible blocks on. Okay. What? Who? Where? Oh, right. You have to hit on. Done. He said that too. But this is how you can tell. See, there's a spot over there that I missed string. Ta-da! Like if I wanted to, I could come over here and do done. Ah! I'm plummeting to my doom. My doom, I tell you. So, yeah, I can see. These are air blocks, basically. So I can tell right there Those have all been set with string. Those have all been set with string. Those have been set with string. Yeah. Awesome. And see, there's a string, an errant string right here. A really good way to visualize it. So, okay. What I think I'm going to do... I don't know, I used the trap chest. Whatever, doesn't matter. I want to have something that looks like it's in the room. There's some reason to go into it, you know? And then maybe get one right here. Something like that. Sure. Save to file. Okay. Hey, Mr. Blom, here's a question for you. What happens with livestock? Certain doom, dum dum dum. No. Save entities and it'll include them in the file. Awesome. Okay. I'm just wondering about if it's spawn. Let's say if I make a cage, a room with a cage in the middle that's got blazes in it, or maybe a cage in one corner that has 2 or 3 blazes in it, and I save that, I wonder if the blazes will save, if they'll despawn. You know? I'm curious. Okay. Should save. Well, I mean, I know it'll save them, but if it spawns in when your mod generates the room and the player is... I mean, that's 10 chunks away. If it generates with the blazes, are they going to stay spawned in? Okay, structure saved, so that one's done. It's a real jerk room. Let's do off done. Off done. Oh, okay, I was going to ask you about that. How do you feel about spawners? That being said, if we do a spawner in the room, spawners will spawn... Is it 3 blocks out or 5 blocks out? It's either 3 or 5. I can't remember. Zalis says 6 blazes guarding a diamond block. That's what I was considering. I was going to stick a diamond block or an emerald block right in the middle, or maybe gold or something, right in the middle, and have the rest of the area with just blazes. Blazes, I tell you. Blank. Grab. Mm-hmm. Balderdash and Poppycock. Put one there. I actually don't have any mods installed in this. 6 blazes guarding an IE arc furnace. Okay. Let's get nethery. I'm gonna do... See, this is the thing. You're doing this in a void dimension. If I do blazes, that means that they could spawn outside the block. Because they'll spawn flying. I don't know. Actually, does anybody want to go look up and see? Oh, I might have to actually... You know what? I'm going to do... Going outside the box on this one, boys. Nether room 1. Done. Which means I need to do... I assume he's going to be able to tell by the size of the space. Nether room 1. Go back down here. And I have to detect the coiners. Okay, now we're playing with fire. If you're going to use spawners, maybe turn on do mob spawning. Oh, turn off do mob spawning. I have it in peaceful mode right now. Doesn't that work? Yeah, even easier. I've set it to peaceful mode when I set it up. Yeah, that's a foregone conclusion. My big thing is I'm worried about getting blazes that are spawning outside of the network of rooms. I think a blaze has to spawn on a block. So if I'm going to do a spawner in this room, I need to make sure the ceiling is high enough that it won't spawn on the roof. Okay. Inside, there we go. Inside the white lines. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna do a... Swear I'm gonna get fancy. Woo! Ah. Double that. There we go. A boop. One, two. Yeah, that's 3 by 3. Nope. Awesome. Sick. I'm actually going to do... no, I'm not going to do it there. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. This is going to be a straight through room. Will behave. There we go. Okay, awesome. You need a builder's wand in there. Right, but I didn't want to send you world maps that had stuff in the world that then had to get removed. Does that make sense? I do need a builder's wand in here, yes. 100%. Okay. And then I'm going to do... my 3 by 3. Is there a half slab for nether brick? I can't remember. There is. Actually, no, let's use something else. Lab. Wood. Nope, I might have to do that. Okay. I'm gonna build these walls up. Somewhere on the Minecraft wiki, there is the measurements for how big of an area a spawner checks. I probably should have looked that up before I started building rooms. Oopsie. Okay. Yes. I'm just gonna go ahead and box that in so it looks less dopey. I'm being, and we're gonna get somewhere. Oh, hey, I have an idea. Oh, actually, no. Yeah, that's. I just got a really, really evil idea. You want to talk about seeing if anybody's paying attention? Okay. I'm looking for fluid blocks or buckets of. Good enough. Okay. Oh, that's not going to work. Hang on. Yeah, I'm going to have to redo how I do that. I'm going to have to read do that. Whatever. Get the point. Don't mock me. First says, well, I'm dead. Monster spawn is only active if a player is within a 16-block radius. While the block is active, it spawns mobs by an 8x8x3. Wow, okay. 8-block volume, 8 wide, 8 long, 3 high, centered on the center of the... Oh! Center of the block. Effectively mean it will... Mobs can spawn in a 9x9 area. Ooh, okay. I have an idea, though. Okay, we're going to wait for these to degross. You heard me? Do this. Actually, it's going to be a dark room. This is one of the things I miss about having stuff like chisel. But I didn't want to use chisel blocks because I thought, wouldn't it be clever if all of this was done, or most of it was done, as much as possible with vanilla, so people could just throw this mod into a vanilla instance, and there'd still be tons of rooms with content. Okay, we're gonna do one and see what happens. Okay, awesome. I think that's gonna work. So it's a 9. It's 8x8x3 centered on. That makes sense. It's gonna be. It's checking 4 in all directions. It'll spawn in a 9x9 area, which means it's 4 out. Okay. And then 3 high, centered, which means 1 above, 1 at, 1 below, which means now let's find something else. There's got to be another kind of a slab we can use in here, or another kind of a block that will look nethery. Ooh, that'll look sharp. Hang on a sec. Ooh. Yeah, that's what I wanted. So if you come charging in, if you don't look at the door, you're gonna have to. I'm wondering if I should move this one back so you at least have a chance. Yeah, I'm gonna move it one back. So you at least have a chance of jumping over it. I'm gonna be a total jerk. That's what you get here. You can still jump over it. Okay. Well, actually, no, I meant to do this. This probably looks a little tacky. Not sure if I care. I think the sharp white contrasts very well to the dark colors. Maybe. No, it's too bright. That looks hideous. Let's look at something else. And there's just not enough slabs. Slab. Dang this 5-second attention span. I believe there are different variants of nether brick now. Nether. Nope. There's, oh yeah, there's red nether brick, but there is no equivalent. A, it's super bright and weird looking, and B, there is no equivalent slab. I think I'm going to use a stone slab instead. It's going to look a little off. See, I don't like this. Let's have a vote. Left or right? Or original? Left, right, or original? Who says what? Original would be this. That's original. Original is basically acacia wood. Damn you! No. So this is original right here, which is basically the nether brick slab. There is left or there's right. We have the right up there. I think it looks good at a distance. Contrast. Up close, no, I'm not sure. There is no obsidian half slab. This is it. We could do purple blocks, but I think that's going to be hideous. Yeah, see, Dark Preacher said original. Jack One Kane said right. Black Knight says left. We have a vote for each. We could do regular brick. But, I mean, it's going to look a little weird. Actually, I'll put that there. It is closer to the right size. My big problem with this is these are big bricks, and that's small bricks. I think that's weird when you mix them like that, and they're not the same materials. How about no? No, I'm looking for something darker, actually. I wanted, I kept thinking about the black. There's a chisel variant on black nether brick. It's nether brick, but it's black. It's super dark. That's the one I was thinking of. Yeah, I'm just going to go with nether brick for now. I think that's the safest option. I could load this up with chisel. What I might do is maybe do another live stream, like on, no, Thursday's Thanksgiving. I might do a live stream tomorrow night. That is, yeah, I like that. So then what I'm going to do Okay, this is the fun part. I'm not sure how this is going to work. Let me try something here real quick. Once upon a time, you used to be able to fall through these. That is not the case anymore. Okay. Oh, you can. Yes. Okay. Let's do fence. What fence options do I have? Yep, that's it. Okay. Vanilla sucks. Okay, so right about here, we're in the middle of the room. We're going to do a block up. I think you have to do... What is it you do? Yep, there we go. Yeah. Jeebus. I'm hoping this is going to look good and not super tacky. We'll see. But I have an idea in my head. That was almost a disaster. There we go. Oh, glass. I'm going to do black stained glass. The color of my... Actually, my heart's probably a medium light pink point. Hey. Oh, yeah. So that should be mayhem incarnate. Eat Up Burger says look good. No fencing wood on the sides? No. You want the blaze should, I think. Let me think. Yeah, okay. The blaze will only have a space to spawn along here. This is not valid spawn space. They can't spawn on top of fencing. Could do an obsidian floor. That's actually, I'm gonna make the middle section obsidian. That's a good idea, Berg. Obsidian. Get rid of that. We don't need that anymore. Oh God. Okay. Ice bucket challenge. So basically, the only valid space is right here, and I can prove that by getting a torch. Right. So since I can put a torch down there. You can only get blaze spawns right here and right here. We want them to either walk across and fall through, or to slowly hover down through here. Now, if I wanted to, I could just open up the fencing and make it to where the player could just jump up, but I think they could jump up and hit it with a pick. And if you had a high enough efficiency on a pick, or if the player had high enough haste, they could probably kill it in 1 or 2 strikes in one jump. So I want them to have to go through some things while blazes are spawning. And I'm in peaceful mode right now. It's not whether it's a slab or not. Look, it's lava. Okay. So this is a slab in the lower position, right? Let me get something with a... I'm going to go outside, something with a pattern. I will show you how this works. Actually, first, I'm going to implement Ferg's idea. is I think it's a good idea. See, stuff can see you through fencing. That way, it can see you. The blazes will spawn up there and see the players, and they'll descend this way down the sides. The players have to get over the lava, bridge up, hop up there, and basically kill the spawner or try and put some lighting up there. But the thing is, blazes don't spawn in accordance to light levels. They're another mob. So, okay. Here's the brilliance of this setup. Let's go over here real quick. Let's get something that's got a nice, clear... This does. Okay, awesome. You can see where each block starts, right? This is a half-occupied surface. It counts as being half air. It's not solid. It's opaque, which basically means this is not a valid spawning surface. This, on the other hand, is, because this has a full block of air, 2 blocks high of air, on top of a solid full block. This is a block of air, right here, or more, on top of another half air, half full block. This does not count. This does. Just like upside down stairs, we did this, it'll spawn there. On top slabs, yes. Bottom slabs, no. So valid, invalid. That's how you prevent spawns, is by putting it in the lower slab position, not the upper slab position. So basically, I think... Whoop, all caps. I think this one's done. So yeah, players will be greeted by some of this magma block, which means if they just charge in or they walk across it, they'll get set on fire. Same over here. There is some obsidian, but it's going to be void all the way under here, which means if they mine it, they're going to have to replace it, and half the blocks are going to fall down into the void, simply based upon how the actual, you know, item proximity mechanics work, unless you have an item magnet because you're playing modded. But otherwise, yeah. Let me think, what can we do? No, we can't do that here. Get this. Love doing this, indenting with stairs. It's a really great way. Create a little bit of wall accent. The wall does not look as flat and boring. A real simple way of doing some just simple depth to a wall to making it look a bit more interesting. Yeah. And like if I wanted to, I could do this. Just to add a bit more zazz to the room. And like 1, 2... Nope. Oh god. 1, 2... Oh no, it would have to be here. Here. Let me do this. Let me do a boop and a boop like that. It's decorative. There's more shape to it, even though it's all the same color. It's a very monochrome room, but it's vanilla. Could be really devious and put soul sand on the bottom. Yes. What I might do is make a room where the floor is soul sand and there's a spawner in the middle. That could be cool. I would probably do skeletons in that room, because that would just be evil. But yeah. Okay. What do you think, Blom? Is Blom still here? I think we lost Blom. Wither skeletons. Yeah. I'm totally digging it. Thank you. Awesome. That's the most, complicated one I've done so far, but whatever. I'm going to do save nether room 1. Okay. We have done 6 rooms in an hour and 15 minutes. Not bad. Some are a little bit more ostentatious than others. I do kind of like the idea of being able to control the walls. I think that's... I might start doing that more often. Aw, thank you very much, Blom. He says, I'm feeling pretty lucky to have your help with it, to be honest. I appreciate that. I could do this forever. I'm probably going to do another stream of this tomorrow night. Now, don't forget, Thursday is Thanksgiving here in the United States, which basically, it's kind of a homegrown holiday so that we can have a long weekend and not have to go to work. That's pretty much the only point to it anymore. So Thursday, I will not be doing any streaming or content or whatever. I'll probably hang out with the community, but I'm going to have most of my family over here, which basically means test on my insanity. But Friday, I might do some more. I could poke at this forever. I really could. But what I'm probably going to do, Blom, is send these to you after the stream so that I can just zip them and send them to you on Discord real quick, and the NBT files, and you can experiment with them. That way you have something to work with to start messing with the mod. Does that make sense? What's holidays? Poor Ferg. Ferg has a really crappy job. The celebration of the discovery of our continent. No, our continent wasn't discovered by Christopher Columbus. It was conquered and oppressed by Christopher Columbus. It was discovered by the, depending upon who you believe, either the Vikings or the Egyptians. That's good, Breach. Yeah, I could do this for ages, Blom. I really could. This is right up my alley. I love creative building stuff. I like that room. These are devious, but they're not that fancy. I kind of like these ideas. What I wanted to do, the first 2 ideas that I had on why I asked if we could do a higher room height, not just 5 blocks, but like maybe 10 or 15, is making a room that had multiple stories to it up so that players could actually use it as a kind of a base of operations in the maze. So here's my thinking, right? Actually, let's do another room. Load. The Wolf Legend 11. Thank you very much for following. I appreciate it. Let's do this. Okay. Jack 1K, thank you very much for following. I'm at 938. I'm going to be hitting 1,000 here pretty soon. Okay, I'm going to make this generic floor. I'm going to capture the walls because I like doing that, but I'm just going to make it normal flooring. I'm going to call these bunkers. That's the thought I've been having, basically. So we're going to do down, out. I'm going to put that there. This is going to be bunker 1. It's going to be really simple to figure out. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gonna be 1 story. Bunker 2 will be, everybody, 2 stories, yes. Checked. Boy, picked. Hey, Blonde, can we have dead ends? A room with 1 entrance? Is that a thing? Starting to like the idea of biomes. I like the idea of biomes. Because if you're controlling it, then you could do nether biomes. Biome with nether minecart related. Okay. I was going to ask about... I'm trying to think how I can phrase this. Okay. I need a room stand-in. A room representative again. Okay. This is a 9x9 room, right? Let's say a 9x9 room. Actually, let's do it one higher. Let's say this is a 9x9 room. You're going to have one that'll generate next to it, one that'll generate next to it over here, right? Can we have a basement interconnect like that? So this would be dead space where other rooms could generate. Too much? Okay, bad world gen. So I won't do a dead end. I'll do a corner or a straight through. I think so. Awesome. We can do some more complex builds. I had the idea of, what if we had a smithy room here and maybe some storage, or like we could put an anvil, some lava, some furnaces, you know, the typical vanilla smithy stuff. Or I could load up a modded pack and do it with some actual mods for 112, like IE. And then we could have mine carts that goes here and then back here, right? So you'd have a mine cart track that would go here and then back here again. So we could automate some stuff of things being sent back and forth. We could have some hoppers pull stuff out. It could be cool. We can't make some dead ends, but they'll be really rare. Yeah, I don't want to do that. It's okay. Okay, so I'm going to do... Yep. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. So this is going to be solid. We'll go higher up. I'm not worrying about it right now. I'm just doing this to remind myself. I figure if we're making a dimension that is going to be an adventuring dimension, yeah, like I was going to ask you, what would be the possibility of doing two 9x9s that were designed to generate next to each other? Cross connect. Longer space. Or an L shape of 9x9s. Like, But I know that's probably going to be hitting upon the code a little too much, but I wanted to ask before I built it. 81 dead ends. Players come in, they don't come out. Okay, so we're going to do... That's the doorway. And we're going to do... torches. I don't need you. I think it would be neat to be able to sign a room, if that makes any sense. Have a block that you use hidden somewhere in every single room where if people find it, you know, just a decorative block. Like this thing. You know? It's like if people find that, they know it was built by one builder. If they find a different kind of a signature block, it was built by another builder. I think it'd be cool. So yeah. I gotta say, I'm impressed with FTL. Woo. Okay, let's get rid of that. Let me go ahead and finish this out so I remember. I'm going to let the roof auto-generate, otherwise I'd have to take it one up higher. I don't see the point. Ah. Okay. Let's think about this. This is going to be... Let's use something like that. We're going to get a... This is not a loot chest. This is specifically storage, is what I'm thinking. Actually, no. Got a better idea. No, that looks gross. I already hate that. Okay, I'm going back to this. See, I don't want to do a double chest. Let's get a trap chest. Yeah, okay. And then we're going to do... There's different colors of beds that we can use now, which means we could do... Actually, no, it's a little boring. Not do black and white. Let's do green and RGB and black. Sure, why not? Way people can pick specific beds. Ah, no. Actually, no, I'm going to move them. Really simple stuff. And then what we could do, that was spruce. Spruce, there we go. Neat. FTL, follow the light. Something like that, sure. So good for dev streams where people point out logic errors before I've scrolled off screen. Good point. Basic gate the entrance to keep mobs out. I was gonna do that, but what I'm thinking of also... Actually, wait a minute. Let's think about this for a second. It's not gonna work. Let's do something like this. How would I want to do this? You have to make sure there's space right here for the bed to work. I don't think it'll spawn you at the foot of the bed. Can't remember. I think you have to have space to the sides of the bed for it to actually get you out. Which means if I did a fence line, like just for example, this would look gross. I would have to do this, which means we would have one little walkway. And this just looks weird. So instead, what I think I'm going to do, since we're doing the outside walls, somewhere. Did I already scroll past it? Oh, whatever. Let's just search, shall we? There we go. Spruce. That. So the room is well lit. You'd be able to walk in. If we wanted to, we could even put a pressure plate right here, like a stone, and on the inside. That way everybody's got their little dividers, and basically you're going to have a latch facing your side. That's the chest for your side thing. You go over here, you got a bed. You got your chest, you can deposit some stuff. It is a safe space from the rest of the maze. It's lit up. Rooms won't, bad guys won't wander in. AtomicBlom says, I wonder if I need to do anything special to allow sleeping in dimensions. Yes, you do, because you can't sleep in a dimension non-vanilla. What you need to do is talk to McJitty, because we had this problem in 1.10 when I was doing VC4. We made this big project in a dimension other than the overworld, and nobody could sleep. You had to put in code to allow sleeping, and you still can't set spawns. I don't think. That was 110. It might have changed in 112, but you still need to talk to McJitty because he already knows what to do, and he probably knows if it's been updated or not. Any of the blocks next to the bed. Okay. So, I mean, if we wanted to, we could do... But I think that looks really weird. So, I'm just going to stick with... Since we can control the doorway and the outside walls, if we do this, it's a more open space, and I think it just looks better. I tell you what. Let's just do... And then if we wanted to, we could do an anvil here, and we do furnace there. Bunker. This is the idea that I had. A really simple. The fences next to the beds are to stop the kids from rolling off into the void. Sure. As long as it's a solid block where the player can stand, they can spawn there, yeah. No crafting, no. I figured these would be... Blom can decide which ones are loot chests and which ones aren't. If these are loot chests, maybe there's some wood in them. I mean, if we wanted to get really specific... It's a vanilla crafting table, so anybody can use it. We can do that. But that was my idea of a bunker room. And then what we could do is have a second story one where all the functional stuff is on the ground floor and the beds are upstairs. And there'd be a stairway or ladders going up in the corners, a couple of corners, that would go up to the second floor. What modded world is this? This is creative work of Wolf of Legend. This is literally all vanilla blocks. Ignore this stuff over here. It's just for finding things easier. This is just vanilla Minecraft. That's it. So I'm making rooms for a mod that Mr. AtomicBlom is doing. Yeah, he's making a mod called EightyOne. Never-ending world of 9x9s. So yeah. What do you think, Blom? Too much? Not enough? Can't get into that. Yeah. See, I can leave this. But I thought this was, you know, if we wanted, if an anvil is too much... No. Like maybe we want to do a slightly damaged anvil. I've already seen a little wear and tear, and it doesn't have that many uses left on it. You know? But I mean, this way, everybody can come in. There's a little spot where they can just dump a couple of things. You could use, let's say, journey map, and you could make a waypoint here, and then you could venture off into the maze and use this as a point to come back to. If you're using mods like iron chests, you could get resources, come back, upgrade this to an iron chest, a gold chest, a diamond chest, and store more and more of your stuff. But this would basically an emergency pit stop. Maybe you get some extra armor and you put it in here so that you can actually go out, and if you die, you'll have gear, emergency gear, to come back. Yeah. Oh, okay, Nightmare. Yeah, but if you do slightly or very damaged, it's easier to break, right? I'm not imagining that. Very damaged anvil? You can verify the light levels. Oh, right now it's sky, but... I mean, basically, torch there, torch there, torch there, torch there. There might be an issue right in the middle of the room. So, I mean, if I wanted to... And then we could do that. There's guaranteed no dark spots in this room now. Absolutely guaranteed. Yeah. Which means now we can do... Yeah. Save bunker 1. Hour and a half, 7 rooms. Not bad. If it's a proper 9x9, those torches should be fine. That's what I thought. I like Jay Leno. Actually, let's make it a little bit prettier. Hang on a sec. Not much, mind you. A little bit more zing. I'm going to leave it like that. Okay. Okay. The reason Dire builds 9x9 is because it gets lit up perfectly. I thought that was the reason, but I wasn't 100% sure. It's been so long since I've asked him. One of them is the torches, yeah. Yeah, anyway. Okay. Okay, I tell you what, let's do something a little differently. Let's go back to the Nether. Okay. I'm just going to do a default floor for now. Actually, no, I'm not. Xbox Racer, thank you very much for following. Going to do an L-shaped room. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. There we go. Okay. He probably doesn't have a lot of L's yet. I haven't made any, so ah. Yep. I messed that up. Hang on. Really? There we go. A little complicated. Do this. That's going to be a solid wall. But I'm going to do one there anyway. Xbox Racer says, what are you doing? Give me a rundown. I'm creative building rooms for a maze, basically. These are rooms that'll get put together automatically as part of a maze. And, I'm making different rooms that have different kind of themes to them. Yeah. That is what I am doing. Okay, I'm going to do corner, nether, room 2. Get on here. Nether, room 2. There we go. I'm gonna worry about the floor in a minute. Okay. So yeah, these are basically rooms that are gonna be in a maze. It'll get snapped together in parts. Yep, there we go. Oh, I have to do one higher. Whatever. I'll figure it out in a minute. What? No. Yep, that's all corners. Awesome. Yeah, let's think about this doorway. Actually, no, I want that way. Yep. Means I want that. I want that. And then we're gonna do scalloping on the walls, just like the other room. I'm gonna have to move the room height up one box. One block level. Yeah, awesome. I'd suggest you need a rundown command, but I'm afraid that road raging Ferg will do more damage than intended. What's going to be at the end? It's not going to have an end. It's going to be endless. Hello, communal. Yeah, one end. There won't necessarily be one. No, it's going to be endless. Okay. We're going to do... Nope, too high. Oh, I do want to do this, though. Yeah. Like that, just a little bit of something. Let's see. Put that right there. That looks a little weird. No like. Tell you what, I'm going to do... Nope, I know what I'm going to do. Change this up over here. And I'm going to do a full block with that right there. There we go. That looks better. And then over here, we're going to do... This is going to be a legit room. Like, it's going to have a purpose. It's not going to be just for making players hate me. Sure. And then we're going to do nether wart. There we go. Actually, you know what? Come up over here. Come all the way around. Gather. Come up over here. You have to jump out. You got your little brewing stand here. Yep, I'm going to stick with it. Okay, I do need to raise this by 1, though, so I can... If you're really lucky, I won't add an end dragon spawner in a low-chance room. Our brewing stand's flammable. Could be cool to have secrets hidden behind lava. They're not flammable, no. I could do that. Put one right there, but... Can't remember if chests are flammable. I don't think they are. I don't think any tile entities will burn. Nope, that looked weird. No, I liked it this way. Okay. It's gonna be a constant thing in the nether rooms. Gotta see if you're paying attention, man. Okay. I don't like that. I'm gonna do... Nope. Might just leave that there. Be a real jerk and do that. But I'm not gonna. Okay, let's see. I'll leave that corner open. You can jump over, come over here, get some netherrack. Nether wart. Maybe you have some other supplies, brew some stuff up. Yeah. Okay. It doesn't matter what I build this out of because it's not getting captured. So we do this. Corner, nether, room 2, I think it was. Detect. Up 1. Because I'm going to do the roof. Don't need that or those, I don't think. Berg says I can't afford to pay attention. You falling asleep on me, Berg? Let's do... our own weird version of the Direwolf 9x9. Actually, I think his are in a little farther. Yeah, they are. I think they're right here. I do believe... this is probably going to be my last room. But there we go. Netherwort farm, brewing stand. Over here we've got lava and chaos plus a blaze spawner. If I was really nasty, I could put a loot chest like right here in this area directly above it and have people miss it. Bad idea, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. We've got a couple of tree rooms. I'm going to do one for each tree, I think, just to keep it simple. So there will be different spruce tree rooms and, you know, whatnot. The enchanting room. We've got a couple of gravel trap rooms. The bunker. Yeah. Me like it. Okay, let's come down here. Another room 2. Saved. Okay. 8 rooms, 2 hours. Not bad. Preacher slacking. Good effort, he says. Yeah. Okay, so I'm starting to develop mentally some themes. Let's swap over to this real quick so I have a quick chat. I need to make a version of Basecam that's got game footage, like lower right or something. I don't know. Anyway, I like a small window. I'm starting to develop some themes, like we have a couple of nether rooms. I'm going to have some utility rooms, like the bunkers and the enchanting room. I could see making a smithy that's got lots of furnaces and a couple of anvils. Having the kind of the hazardous biome rooms, like the nether rooms and stuff. I could see that as being really neat. Seeing you get clusters of those cross-connected, so there's like a dangerous area on the map. And we can make enough variants of those to where it's not super repetitive. Some that are just decorative, some that are hazardous, some that are hazardous, but there's treasure there. You know, different iterations on the theme. I think it could be cool. Blom, something to think about? Let me swap back to game footage real quick. You know how you said there's the data thing? What you might consider looking into is seeing if we could do like... I put this down as data, custom data tag. See if there's a way where we can make it to where a loot chest would auto-generate if I did like the data tag loot chest here or something. Because then I could put these things down in the room with a specific tag and you could generate on that tag to auto-populate loot chests. Maybe that's a thing. I don't know. It's something worth looking into. I think the biome idea has to be a thing. Command block summon command. What, the loot chest? See how vanilla does it, yeah. I tell you what you could also look at is if you look at McJitty's code on Lost Cities, he's got it set up to where it auto-populates a room, and there are specific spots within buildings where loot chests can generate, but it's a chance to generate. It's not guaranteed. You might check with McJitty, again, on something else, I know, about seeing about that. Maybe you could borrow that code, and we could have some kind of a marker block that we could put there. You know? So yeah, you're thinking along the same lines. Okay, I want everybody to make sure that you go follow. First of all, go to twitter.com and follow myself. I'm at Vaygrim. Also, make sure you go follow at AtomicBlom, just like his name is spelled here in chat. He is the developer of this mod. If you play modded Minecraft, super nice gentleman he is on Australian time. So it's his lunchtime right about now. But, you know, hey, we still managed to match things up. Go follow him on Twitter. Also, if you go to curse.com, the mods website for Curse for Minecraft, he's got tons of mods that he makes. And go give him a look-see on some of the stuff he's doing. This project is called EightyOne, spelled out, not number 81, the words 81, if you look up in the title of the live stream. So yeah. Otherwise, I think this is going to be a good stopping point. We're right about at the 2-hour mark. I am going to be live streaming again tomorrow, exact same time that this started, and we will... Bartable says, glad you're back, Vay. I missed your face. Thank you very much. Tony Mims, one of my biggest supporters. We are going to be doing that again tomorrow. Next week, I'm going to be doing more live streams on this, as well as on the new mod pack that we're working on for 1.12 called Grimco R&D. Project 6 is what I've got it written down as on paper, but Grimco R&D, the new pack coming out, it is a bit more scary and hostile than some of my other ones, a bit more of a challenge than has been in the past. Otherwise, I'll see you folks later. Keep your eyes peeled on my Twitter or at vaygrim.com/streaming for my schedule, and I will see you folks later. Have a great evening. Bye.